fabulous for the country, isn't it?
I'd like to say it's not my country. But it's great for English football. Why are you not starting Chloe Kelly? Anyway, Chloe Kelly comes on and does the business. You're delighted for Ruesha because
took it well.
She's not scored many goals this tournament, but she scores when it matters.
Rush, we didn't watch the game together.
No wonder, because you'd have been sat there, you'd have
the Denmark flag on.
Queen Elizabeth up there, Prince William up there.
Here she is, our former Lioness, Leanne Sanderson. She's in the England top!
Go on!
She's leaving.
And Chloe Kelly, Michelle Adjumang, Hannah Hampton. I mean, the list could go on. Incredible.
But you can't help but love the Lionesses.
If Serena Wiegman was my manager, I still believe I'd still be playing for England. You know, maybe not 37 years old.
She's had a few drinks.
It was incredible, honestly. Like, I still don't have much words for it. That was our goal, to get out of the group. We knew it would be tough, especially then losing the first game, but we always believe. I think when the penalty shootout came, I was like, oh, England's gonna win this 100%. They just have that class.
Do you know what, Rue? I credit people like you. You know, I love.
Me? You'll be at the parade, you'll be chapping it down the street door. Let me in!
Hello, how are you? And welcome back to The Kickback. My name's Shebahn Aherne, joined by the evil twin sister, professional football player Ruesha Littlejohn, who might be a lioness, everyone. Coming up for you on the show today, another penalty shootout in England are crowned back-to-back champions of Europe. And Ruesha was making fun of me in my England top. Well, that's funny because I've borrowed hers today. We're going to catch up with former Lioness Leanne Sanderson for her reaction to the win over Spain and just what it means to women and girls across England. Plus, we're going to catch up with Switzerland's Noelle Maritz on playing in a home tournament and what's next for Swiss women's football. Stay tuned for all of that and much, much more on the way today on The Kickback. Cass, I must say it. I mean, let's just embrace it, because what's the point in harbouring any sort of ill energy? This is fabulous for the country, isn't it?
I'd like to say it's not my country. But it's great for English football, again.
Brilliant.
No, I always bang on about this. Obviously, there's that rivalry. Probably England don't know about it because they don't know a lot of their history. But there's a big rivalry between Ireland and Scotland and England. But credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
The FA and the England always step up because they want to be the best. But they've got access to so much talent around the country. Like, they're a big nation compared to some of the smaller nations around. But they want to be the best, so they invest. And they've been doing it for years, and they were nearly there. They've got to semi-finals a few times.
Yep.
And like now, since the previous Euros here in England, when they won that, they've only just went up and up and up. Yes, we've probably seen them lose a few games here and there, but they keep getting to finals. And you could actually talk of them like this tournament here. They did not play great. They didn't, but they done what they had to do, and they were hanging on by a thread at times, but they won. And they won again. Yeah. They've rode their luck, but it doesn't matter. Like, Leah Williamson said something like, what was it? She said something about luck, but she was like...
When it happens that many times, you can't call it lucky.
Just kind of like they all believed. And I'm like, obviously within that squad and in a major tournament, they know how good they are, so they know that they're maybe hanging on, but they're getting the job done. And within the squad, they're always going to be confident. And you're going, it went to a penalty shootout again, and you're going, they were out of it. And then they're in it, and then they won it. It was mental again, but look, credit to them. I think they're a great group of girls. Serena's obviously, you can question her a lot. We've sat during this tournament and questioned her a few times, going, why? I still stand by Chloe Kelly should be raging, because literally that was her tournament. That's been her tournament, and she's been literally coming off the bench and having to save England.
Or does she look at it like, I knew my role here? Serena knew what was best for me.
Maybe, but I just think when you've got somebody that's playing that good and they're on that run of form and they've got that confidence in them, like, why not start her? So I kind of go, like, we all know Lauren James is absolutely unbelievable. Like, she is a cheat code at times when she's on it. But if she was struggling with an injury, I'm like, well, why is she starting? Why are you not starting Chloe Kelly? Anyway, Chloe Kelly comes on and does the business. I'm going to have a go at Spain, though. How many times have we seen Chloe Kelly come on, she's out on that left, and she just chops back and wraps a ball in with her right foot, and Spain are letting her do it?
Yeah.
Anyway, Chloe Kelly was a player of the tournament, I think we're going to need to say, because I think without her, England were struggling. Like, who else was going to come on and make that kind of difference and create opportunities and bang in their penalties, just create chances. Credit to Chloe Kelly.
Oh, unreal. I mean, to be fair, Rue, I said to you, was that a couple of weeks ago, I was like, Chloe Kelly, if they win this Ballon d'Or, to have scored the winning goals for England in both back-to-back European Championships. You know what I mean? She scored the... What?
Oh, in the final.
In the final 3 years ago, she scored the winner, top off, over her head. To score that goal, to win the Champions League a few months ago.
What I would say is...
That's Ballon d'Or.
I think you've got to look and go... Young players or any players that are going through a bit of a tough time, you've got to look at Chloe Kelly and go, it wasn't happening at Man City, and obviously there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, but just shows you, like, if one manager isn't having you, it's not the end of your career.
Yeah.
She's went back to Arsenal and she's kind of flourished. She's had to work hard. Even like that, she might not always be starting at Arsenal, but she just gets her head down, works and knows and believes in her own ability, and she comes on, but she brings something different. She brings something different to the game, and that delivery that she's got is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
She just curls the ball in, so nice. Great goal from England, though. Obviously, I'm going to chip in at Spain there for their defending, but even Russo, you're delighted for Russo because...
took it well.
She's not scored many goals this tournament, but she scores when it matters. Yeah. Great header.
Oh, just thought it was magic. Like, it's weird because, Rush, we didn't watch the game together.
I no wonder, because you'd have been sat there, you'd have
the Denmark flag on,
Queen Elizabeth up there, Prince William up there, Union Jack on, lions on the wall, and I'm like that. No, I'm not about this. It's not about me.
No,
your nanny would be turning in her grave.
No, she wouldn't be, because she would love the Lionesses as well.
No, she wouldn't.
Cass.
Right, we'll not get into that right now.
No, hold on, but we won't get into it.
My nanny to have her
Russia's
balaclava on.
politics, right? Okay, it's not about the politics, it's about the Lionesses, right? But anyway, what I will say is that I predicted every penalty.
Did you?
Every penalty. No word of a lie. I watched it with like 40 people and they can all back me up. They were always like, what? But I was like, Caldenti, when she walked up, I was like, save.
Do you know what? I'm going to have a wee go here, and I'm not trying to take anything away from anyone. Hannah's off her line for that one. Watch that back. I'm like, why has that not went to VAR? Why has that not been a retake? Hannah's off her line for Caldenti's one.
Interesting. Still, I think she would have saved it 3 times over.
Hannah's confident. Like, she backs herself, and she's already...
She's confident.
But Catacol. Have you noticed this?
No.
In the last few games, she's been going...
Well, got a weirdness. Like,
and then
Twitch
she
thing.
saved the penalties, and she didn't, because I was like, no, it can't be.
She went...
Jade's like, no, it's like a... You know,
what, like cigar?
And I'm like, no.
What, like?
It's like, I don't know, it's like a cigars.
No.
I just slabbered everywhere. Hopefully cameras didn't get that. It's like cigar on, I guess. Anyway, she saved a couple of penalties and done it. I was like, that's banter. That's actually pretty funny.
And then Hannah.
But 2 absolutely great goalkeepers.
Aye,
I think she'll be kicking herself for the Alex Greenwood one. I think she'll be thinking, I should have got a hand to that. But again, you can maybe say some of the penalties are not great.
No.
I mean, pressure cooker, pressure situation. But credit to the goalkeepers, credit to Hannah Hampton, she's stepped up.
Yeah.
And that's it. England are European champions again.
When Beth walked up and she had to retake it for the inverted penalty, or directed, is that what they call it?
So it hits off her, doesn't it? It hits her twice.
Which I didn't, I couldn't even see, because then it went to the replay, and before you knew it, she was standing up to take it again, so you couldn't focus. But I was like, oh no, Beth, like no, like gosh, like let's not do this again. And I think at that point, Hannah just was like, I'm here to save it. She had like the list on her arms, taped onto her arms. To save Bonmati, Caldenti, and to get in Paraluelo's head to send her wide in a shootout to win it back-to-back European Championships, not even at home, is next level. And it's funny because I'm getting heat on Twitter this morning because remember after the France game?
Oh, you let Hannah out.
Right,
Weren't you, remember?
Bo, please get the clip. Please get the clip.
What I would say is that I think Serena Wiegman might now be looking at her decisions that she's made over the last few months. And the one decision I think maybe they might be regretting is putting Hannah Hampton as the #1 keeper. Because Mary Earps, even though Hannah Hampton is an outstanding keeper, Mary Earps has bags of character.
Because people are so thick, they hear what they want to hear and they tell themselves what they want to tell themselves. I think my words were, I do wonder if Serena Wiegman will be regretting not having Mary Earps at #1 because of the character that she brings to that team. I'm not saying Hannah Hampton's not an outstanding goalkeeper, she is, but Mary Earps brought bags of character. what we've seen from this tournament is not only Hannah Hampton, an absolutely outstanding goalkeeper, which we knew she already was, her character is spades and spades and spades and spades. Never once did I say she wasn't a good keeper and Mary should have been there.
Yeah.
I said after the France defeat, which everybody was questioning, will England even get out the group?
Yeah. I think as you said, Hannah, people have jumped on that. Have you said the whole squad? There's X amount of players.
I did. Is that no Millie Bright, no Fran Kirby?
Mary Earps will be watching that game probably if she watched it, and she'll be going, hold on a wee second, if Hannah's in goals because she's our distribution from the back, England didn't play out from the back the whole first half.
Yeah, that's true.
They kicked.
Booting it.
But obviously that was there, and they were very deep, quite defensive, which is different for an England team to do. Did it work in their favour or not? I don't know, because I think they're not used to it. I think sometimes they were ball watching and players were running off their shoulders at times. And then they're 1-0 down. But the second half, maybe they did change it. They were a bit more front-footed, a bit more aggressive. And it was a totally different game. But Spain had chances and chances and chances. The penalties and all. And Pararello.
Is this the way to Amarillo?
I'm not being, but I was kind of like...
What was that?
Her finishing, so what was it, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Which is mental.
Play the tournament, was
No, 3 years ago, to be kind of given the choice of you're a sprinter or you're a professional footballer.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, but you can tell that she's a sprinter because she's not on. I get teams like that.
Her parents are sprinters, right? Her
Yeah,
parents
but
are
she was
fish
too.
swimmers. Oh, wow.
But you could see if there's a few chances, she's not a natural finisher. So maybe she's better in a wider area, but when she stepped up for the penalty, I thought, no.
Like I say, Cass, I called every single one of them. I went full mystic.
Do you think Serena's shaking in her boots that you're there?
I don't know.
Maybe
Cass.
she'll like, I'll do one now because it's too much pressure.
Well,
It's
this
Shebahn
morning
Aherne.
she's in my
Shebahn Aherne there.
DMs.
She gets the penalties.
All right, do you want to come to Downing Street later? By the way,
You would be honestly, I'm about to get sick. Sorry.
the fact that they've to land and go to Downing Street.
Is that what they have to do?
Yeah,
that'd be
they've
boring.
got like a reception today at Downing Street.
Oh, snooze and boil, man, honestly.
And then tomorrow's the parade. But what's incredible, and we'll come to this a little bit later on, is the cultural change that you see from the Lionesses. What you saw from when they won the Euros last time around is going into schools, not going into schools, but making sure that change happened in schools and make sure that all the girls had access to football. I mean, you've seen the percentage jump in the amount of girls who play football off the back of the Lionesses win, and I think they're going to Downing Street for a reason. I'm like, are they going to go to social media? Are they going to go to, make sure that the regulations and the rules changed after what happened to Jess
But they're
Carter?
not just going in like, all right, so we think this
think they are.
I'd be going in
This
like,
is what they do.
Get the best champagne out now that you've got.
You would hope so.
And I'm like, and this is short and sweet, by the way, because we've got to go and party. So this is a bit snoozing, a bit boring. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, I imagine they're there for intention, but honestly, Rue, everywhere you go today, everyone's buzzing for the
Yeah,
Lionesses.
no, it's actually unreal. But that, I think with that and the power of these girls, women right now, it's like they've got that platform that they can really use. And I think we will see changes, whether it's to do with, can they really start to make a change in social media? Will they do something like a blackout, especially now when everyone wants to see them? Will they do something? Or will that jeopardise their careers or their brand deals, stuff like that? So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But with the power and the presence that they are and that they have, I think they will be looking to make other changes. And I'm sure there's a lot of experience and younger players that will be wanting to make changes that they're passionate about. And that's the thing about this group. They have that, and they're a bright bunch, and I'm sure they will go on and make a change elsewhere.
I mean, even to think about Hannah Hampton, strabismus she was born with, which meant she didn't have depth perception in her vision. Now she's a world-class goalkeeper, defied the odds. Lucy Bronze has won 5 Champions Leagues, 2 European Championships back-to-back, and recently came out with autism. Normalises it for so many people. Look at Serena Wiegman as the manager. 5 major finals in a row. I can only imagine how our next guest is feeling this morning. She's probably not stopped crying, smiling, laughing, all of the emotions into one. Well, here she is, our former Lioness, Leanne Sanderson. She's in the England top!
Go on!
She's leaving. She's leaving the studio, Leanne. She's gone.
Girls,
Shout,
you know
get that
what?
up, Ruesha.
Lovely to see you, but you're going to laugh at this, right? So I've had this shirt got sent to me by this incredible company on Oxford Street, and I said I wanted Alessia Russo on the back because she's my favourite, she's my friend, I know her family. So I didn't realise she was going to be 23. So I've actually got number 9, which is Beth's number, on it, but Russo on the back.
Oh no!
I know.
It's fine. You've got the best of both worlds. You've got the best of both worlds.
I know.
It's
I like
fine.
them both, so I guess it works.
Oh mate, how are you feeling? I mean, you watched it for talkSPORT yesterday. What was your reactions and your emotions like?
I mean, Shebahn, literally, I was on air for like 7 hours at Box Park. It was mental. I was crying. I was jumping with fans. Me, Ollie Klink and Uma. Guru, as you know, she comes on your show a lot, one of our producers. We were crying. Like, it was just mental. And when I watched the penalties, I wanted to watch it on my own. When I watch football, I don't really like watching it with other people because, you know, when everyone, everyone's got something to say. So I like to kind of like watch it. And honestly, like, I just thought in the first half, we had a lot to say, me and Adrian, at half time. Obviously with Lauren James, it was a shocking decision, let's be honest. But second half, momentum changed. And they just don't know how to stop, do they? Like, I know it probably pains you guys to say it, but like this Lionesses are just like a different breed, aren't they? Like it's just mental. And for me, like the biggest thing is Serena Wiegman. Because I played with a lot of these players at England, you know, and the best we could do is get the bronze medal, which is fantastic at the World Cup. But these are just like, they're coming like the US Women's National Team, you know, they just know how to get the job done. And Chloe Kelly, Michelle Adjumang, Hannah Hampton, I mean, the list could go on. Incredible.
What is it though? Like, what is it? Because I think we could sit here and we could look at like the first half, and I'm all for a team sitting back because I think respect the opposition, and it was a bit like, okay, let's stay in our shape a wee bit. Is that England? Were they used to it? I'm not sure. They were maybe a wee bit passive at times, but you're going, it's 1-0. They're still in the game. Second half's totally different. But would you look and go, Serena Wiegman, you're going, right, Lauren James is injured. Chloe Kelly has been the player of the tournament. I don't care what anyone says, she has. So how is she still not starting the game? Like, I don't get that. How do you see that as an England fan? I'm ex-player.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Rush. I agree with you because I was calling for Chloe Kelly. I mean, we all think we're the England manager, don't we, at every major tournament, whether it be the men or the women. But I think it's pretty obvious. But do you know what I think the biggest difference between Serena Wiegman and a lot of these coaches is her communication. Rush, we've been on teams right before where the coaches have given us lip service and they say what you want to hear, or they tell you something like you're not fit enough, and none of the above are true. Whereas I think Serena Wiegman is so blunt, like Dutch culture, I love it because they're just to the point, very blunt, open and honest communication. And I don't think it's for everybody. And I think that's why certain people are not there anymore. So all I ask is, I mean, Chloe Kelly's come out and spoke about Serena in an incredible way, hasn't she? Because all you can ask is they're open. You might not like it, but you respect it. And you can see Serena, like, she's just an incredible person. I absolutely love her. Like, and for me to say that about an England manager, that's going some.
I mean, honestly, Leanne, you're saying it must be hard for us to sit and say it. It's funny because I was saying to Rush and a number of people this morning, it's like the Lionesses have taken out the pure England factor. Like, you have to be an England fan, or you know, you can't like England when you're from another nation. I mean, obviously, Republic of Ireland, Scotland, England, there's a history there, right? And it's a proper rivalry in football. But you can't help but love the Lionesses. That T-shirt going around, everyone watches the Lionesses. I mean, they've started to transcend football a wee bit.
They have, and I think for both of you, obviously you live in England, you know, you've got kids, Jamie works with the players, Ruesha plays here, so I think you have a lot of people that you know, so you will want them to succeed.
You support them,
yeah, because they're doing things the right way as well, Shebahn. I think, like, previously, I just don't think things were done the right way. When I was in the setup, there was loads of things. Honestly, if Serena Wiegman was my manager, I still believe I'd still be playing for England. You know, maybe not 37 years old.
Oh, she's
maybe
had
not
a few
37
drinks.
years old.
She's obviously still on the champagne, this one.
No, but not at 37 years old. I'm not saying that, but like having a voice and speaking out was not welcomed before.
Yeah.
And I think the whole stuff with Jess Carter, I have to give her a mention. I can't believe I've not mentioned her yet. Unbelievable. I mean, Jess Carter, to come into that final and put on probably her best performance she's ever had for England after everything she's been through, it's just, honestly, I felt quite emotional about that.
Yeah.
And seeing Michelle Adjumang be the first player after Serena Wiegman, you know, people can say, oh, we're beating that drum again. We're not beating any drum. It's the reality. No, there's not been any players of colour that have been in that setup for a long time. Michelle Adjumang is 19 years old, and seeing is believing, Shebahn. And trust me, like, the amount of young girls around the country that will be looking up to players like Jess Carter and Michelle Adjumang, amongst all the other players, obviously, but I speak truth from obvious reasons coming from my own personal experiences.
Yeah.
See the Jess Carter situation, obviously, her playing whatever. She was on the left, then she's centre back. She's been kind of changed position, and then I actually felt sorry for her because I think how England were playing at the start of this tournament, they were actually leaving her exposed. We know she's not rapid, we know she's not got the pace, and when she was coming up against them fast players, but I'm like, if you were looking at England, when they were higher up the pitch, they were giving the ball away cheap. Their counter press was off, and then she was being exposed down that channel, that left channel. So I was like, I actually felt sorry for her. But when you watch the final, and when they were actually sitting a bit deeper, she was in, like, they were closer together, they were connected. And then that's her game. Like, I felt like that was her game. So I was like, yeah, she did shine. She did have a great game. So I also felt sorry, people going, oh, Jess Carter's been exposed. She's not been playing well. And I'm like, no, the team around her haven't been helping her out. So I was actually a bit frustrated about that. But obviously she's been through a lot. And for her to come back under the pressure and everything she's been through to put on that performance, it kind of just showed you, like, again, the mentality of these Lioness players, her and the whole team, just how strong they are. Like, they just that never say die, and they just keep going and keep going. They are inspiration. I'll have to give them that. Hold my hands up.
Oh my God.
Yes, I'm not an England fan.
She's been hijacked,
I'm not
Leanne.
an England fan, but I think you do look at them and you're like, they are inspiring, and it's great to see them go on and win another major tournament. Credit to them.
Yeah. I mean, I think for this team, I watched your show last week and you were saying that same, you know, the tactical stuff about Jess Carter, and I completely agree with you, Ruesh, because let's be honest, like, this team, right, that we can all say they're heroes, they're rock stars, they're superstars, which they are. But I think Serena Wiegman has set this team up in an incredible way where you've got no Mary Earps, you've got no Millie Bright, no Fran Kirby, and everybody's thinking it's a disaster. At the last World Cup, there was no Beth Mead and no Leah Williamson, and they still got to the final. That's not to say, you know, that those players are not good, because they're brilliant. But I feel like it's almost like when I was at Arsenal, we just knew whoever was going in there would do a job. And I think that's the reality of this situation. You know, everybody's bought into it. We don't like being on the bench. Let's be honest, no footballer does. And if you like being on the bench, you probably should choose a different profession. But at the same time, you have to respect what the coaches are doing. And there are times where Serena Wiegman, you've seen, she's had a sigh of relief on the sideline. You can see against Sweden, against Italy. And to be honest, Spain were poor. They've been poor in the Switzerland game. They were poor against Germany. And I thought the same thing again yesterday, like taking nothing away. I mean, I know you were both in Lisbon, but it reminded me of Arsenal-Barcelona final in the Champions League, because it was very similar. Like, you've got Aitana Bonmati, Alexia Putellas, who are top players, but they just didn't do anything. Yeah. Similarly to what happened in the Champions League final.
Yeah, I totally agree. Watching that, I was a bit like, I think the first half, they really came out strong. I think the first 25 minutes, I was like, ooh, Spain look up for it. But they just didn't punish England. I mean, the girl up front, Pararillo, when she came on, cannot pronounce her name, excuse me. But you're going, I'm actually going,
is this the way?
But I'm going, you can tell, and I don't want to sound disrespectful because I'm not on her level, that's fine. She plays for Barcelona, but I'm like, you can tell she's a sprinter. And it was almost like when she came on, you could see the girls getting frustrated, but she was getting into positions, but she's just not a finisher. Had Spain had an actual natural centre forward on, I'm like, England could have been in trouble. But the second half was totally different, and you can't really take that away from England. But you look at the likes of Bonmati and Putellas, and I'm going, yous are superstars. I don't think Putellas done anything in the last few games I've watched.
Quiet couple of games.
A great early on in the tournament, fine. But I was going, come on, do something. But she was almost invisible, and I'm going, you're trying to let England win. I think she had a coupon on. She wanted England to win. So, no, obviously world-class players, but they didn't trouble England. They didn't.
It played into our hands, though, that they brought Pararillo on in the 9. They did it in the last game as well, because you're right. You know, I've seen her play for Barcelona a lot when I did the games with Shebahn at Stamford Bridge, and she's brilliant out wide, and she's quite good, but she's not good at receiving the ball with her back to goal, you know? And when she stepped up to take that penalty, I was like, she's going to miss. Yep. Because technically, since she took that leave of absence at Barcelona for a few months, she doesn't look the same player. Now, she's still a young player. She's still got a bit about her, but I just feel like, you know, England took it to another level. Chloe Kelly coming on in the first half just, you know, made things happen. And I just think the Lioness is back-to-back champions. And the fact that, like, Niamh Charles stepped up, took a penalty after coming off the bench. Alex Greenwood stepped up again, you know, after missing her penalty. Beth Mead, that was tough seeing, you know, the double touch, having to retake it. Like, there was a lot of things happening in that game where when Beth had to retake it, I thought, oh, tonight's not our night.
Yeah.
But they find a way, don't they? I had a headache. I was crying. Honestly, I feel like I've played.
Yeah, you know what, you're right on saying Niamh Charles there, because she's literally came on for the second half of extra time. Not an easy thing to do when you've probably not played much in the tournament. You come on against Spain, she's probably blowing out her backside, And then to have the confidence and come up, she probably takes one of the, well, obviously you can argue Chloe Kelly's penalties outstanding, but Niamh Charles took a great penalty, so it was like great for her just to show the resilience and just belief in herself to come up and on that stage and put that away, so credit to her.
Leanne, can I ask you about the legacy that this leaves? We know what happened a few years ago. You've been riding the wave since the beginning with the Lionesses, but obviously what happened on our doorstep a few years ago really changed things in this country, but this seems to have gone up another notch.
Yeah, it does. And I think when I was at Box Park yesterday, I was looking outside and I'm thinking, where's everybody going? You thought the game was at Wembley. Like the lines to get in Box Park, people not getting in is just amazing. One thing I will say, Shebahn, and I said it on air yesterday, like these players don't have to do anything. I feel like with the women's team, it's like we're held to this different standard where we have to be role models, we have to change the world, we have to change these things. And they've done incredibly well, you know, PE lessons, those types of things. But at the same time, I want them to just enjoy this. They don't have to do anything by winning. Like when the men do anything, I mean, England men haven't won since 66, but it's like when they're in a major tournament, it's not like, oh, the legacy this and they're doing that and they're doing this. It's like, let them just enjoy, because what they've done already, they've left an incredible legacy. I think we might see, you know, some players potentially retire. At this point, we'll have to see. I mean, Lucy Bronze has played on a fractured tibia. Yeah. So that just about says it all. But I think sometimes you want to go out on top. But I do think like there's a different responsibility with the women's game that I think sometimes bothers me, because I'm like, let's just let them enjoy winning and let them enjoy playing. They don't have to be role models. They don't have to do all that. They're just footballers.
Yeah. I totally agree with you, and that would really frustrate me, because I think you see on the women's side of things, and it's like there's a lot of brand deals and whatever, and you have to kind of be a certain way, and you do see them having to fall into line. And it's like, just let them enjoy this, show their personalities. If they want to go out and get lashed, go and get lashed. Go and just enjoy yourself. But anyway, they're way, what do you say? They're way to...
They're at Downing Street today.
I mean, I'd be raging with that. I'm like, are you kidding me? I want to go out and get on at round 2 and I'm away to Downing Street.
But this is the thing, but even you're so right, Leanne, and I love that you pointed that out. They do not have to do anything. But the vibe you get from this lot is that they want to change everything that needs to be changed, because they know as a group that they have a bit of a power to do that, you know, and you take your hat off to them for that as well, albeit enjoy it. I want to see the celebrations. I want to hear Beth Mead speaking today with no voice. You want to embrace all that. And I want to hear you with no voice this weekend, because you get married on Saturday to Ellis. Has she done a runner yet, or is she still there?
She done a runner. No, I'm actually at the parade tomorrow, and you're going to say, of course you are, but I'm working at the parade, and I've given myself a cut-off point tomorrow night. Will be my nice last bit of work before the wedding, because honestly, I've run myself into the ground. You know, the adrenaline is there, and then you're like, oh, so yeah, I'm getting married on Saturday. Can't wait. And you'll be there.
I know. I cannot wait to see you there. I'll be the one who stands up and goes, I object. I'm in love with her.
Well,
Leanne.
yeah. I'll not be surprised.
Tell me something I don't know.
Listen, we love you. We're proud of you. We're happy for you. We'll see you very, very soon. And all the best for becoming a missus.
Thanks, girls. Thanks for having me. Have a good one.
All the best. Leanne Sanderson there. Lioness, former Lioness herself. It's people like Leanne. I was with Rachel Yankee earlier on today, and I'm like, these Lionesses didn't just happen. You know, they looked up to people, and the exposure might not have been there, but they looked up to Leanne. They looked up to Rachel. You know, the legacy.
There is a line before this now current squad, and you talk about that, like teams getting to semi-finals and stuff, getting bronze medals at the World Cup. They've been there or thereabouts, and I think we look from the outside and going, England are always doing it right, they're always doing it right. But Leanne said there, when she was in the squad, maybe it wasn't always done right, but they were always there, or they're ahead of other nations. And now it's like, you've got to argue, like, it's the US and England. They're at the top now. They're at the top, but they do it right, they invest. And but yeah, the girls that are there now have played with or mixed amongst the likes of Leanne and other players. And that's it, it's a journey, and they want to keep pushing. If anything, I feel like, ooh, all the ones coming through, when these ones start to retire, it's like, that'll be interesting to see how it goes in. But yeah, credit to Lionesses. Obviously, I'm not an England fan and all that, but it's great. It is great for the game. And for me, it's more like other nations now want to start going, okay, well, I get England are a bigger nation and stuff like that, but like, just start doing it right. Do it right, and you will get success and joy. Yeah. Even like that, like the Lionesses winning, it's not just the Lionesses, it's for everyone. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Even like for the likes of ourselves and media, stuff like that, it opens up another door, another platform, another avenue. So that's it. There's so much that comes with it. So it's like, back your nation, invest, do it right. and in time there will be success.
Absolutely. Very well said. You're probably more of a Swiss fan than a Lioness fan or an England
And you know
fan.
what one thing the Lioness didn't do was smash the record of the tournament. But the Swiss done that. With the fans coming in and out through the doors, the Swiss have got that.
Oh yeah, the Swiss did a lovely job, to be fair, at hosting. Not only was it a stunning backdrop, but they've changed the landscape in their country as well. They made it out the groups. They made that bit of history for themselves, and it wasn't to be against Spain. I'm very, very pleased to say, joining us now, former Arsenal, Switzerland defender, Noelle Maritz is with us now. Hi Noelle, how are you?
Hi guys, I'm good. How are you guys?
Yeah, really good. Thanks, Noelle. Are we allowed to banter you yet about what happened in your last game there, or is that not? Is that still off the table?
Yeah, you're allowed to. I'm over. It was only 2 minutes anyway, so it's all good.
Good for you. It's great to have you here. Talk to us about how you're feeling after the whole experience.
Yeah, no, it was incredible, honestly. Like, I still don't have much words for it. Like, I think it blew everyone's expectations. I think we all thought like there would be a hype anyway, but that it was that big and massive was insane. So yeah, just trying to enjoy a short time off now and then straight back into it, I guess.
How do you want to see now Switzerland moving forward as a nation? Obviously, you've said it's kind of took years back with how massive it was, but do you think you will continue to get the fans through the door? And will there also be a change for like Swiss football now? Is there going to be like a big infrastructure and the youth and trying to push players through and get more girls playing? How does that look right now?
Yeah, no, I mean, I really hope so. Like, this was like a huge thing for Switzerland, this whole tournament, just seeing how many fans and like people that backed us, but also seeing like how many little girls and also boys came up to me and were like, oh, you guys are incredible. It's like, it's so nice to see you guys play and everything. I think like everything, the media around it just gave it this huge platform that hopefully now is a start for things to grow even more in Switzerland. Just, more girls, also boys, just getting involved in playing football, starting even at grassroots level, just wanting to get involved in it. And yeah, I mean, hopefully for us as a national team and everything, that a lot of people still want to come to our games and support us and want to watch us and stay fans and become fans of Switzerland.
Listen, I mean, it was such positive performances from you guys as well. I mean, actually against Spain, I was like, hold on a minute, you know, like especially for that first half, like, is this going to happen here? And obviously the home crowd would have really G'd you up as well. The highest attendance of a women's Euros ever was there on your doorstep, Noelle Maritz, 65, so hold on, I can't read, 657,291 fans in the stadium. I mean, you guys are the lionesses now of your country, you know. I guess life's kind of changed overnight.
Yeah, no, it's insane, like how everything kind of blew up. Like, I've been a bit out and about the last few days just here in Switzerland, and like it's insane. Like loads of people want photos and start to chat with you. Like, it's a different situation. Like here in Switzerland, I mean, yeah, maybe once or twice someone would come up to you and ask for a photo or something, but now it's on a whole nother level. But it's so nice to see that people enjoyed watching us. Like we got so many positive reactions to everything. Everyone loved it. And yeah, I mean, obviously we were a bit bummed after the Spain game, obviously, but I think just everything that happened throughout those weeks was just incredible for us as a Swiss team and for us as a nation.
See, within the squads, obviously your group, it's a tough group and whatever, but was there a belief within your team that you were going to get out of the group?
Yeah, I mean, that was from the beginning. We wanted that, and that was our goal, to get out of the group. We knew it would be tough, especially then losing the first game. But we always believed, and we had such a good dynamic in our team that we knew that we had a chance and that we had the quality. We just had to bring it to that day. And like you said before, I think the fans, they really lifted us to another level. And I don't think any of us experienced that ever, just how much. I think at that goal when we scored against Finland and in the last seconds, that's a moment I think you never, like I had goosebumps all over my body. It was just, yeah, I think it was an unbelievable moment and something that we'll never forget.
Such a likeable team as well, the Swiss, I think, and I hate for that in any way to sound patronising, but everyone loves the Swiss team. And that moment, those pictures when Lia Volti's on her knees, you know, with her head in her hands, it's like, you know, there's good people who you meet along the way, and she's one of them, and she's had that moment on her own doorstep. I mean, it actually makes me want to cry now. I need a slap. I do, honestly. Somebody give me a slap.
It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. I mean, just like for players that have been in the team for such a long time. I mean, Lia's been playing for Switzerland for I don't know how many years, and just to see like everything that former players are still here that worked for moments like this. I think, it was amazing to see. And yeah, I think Lia, she pictured it perfectly in that moment. It was just, it meant everything to us players just to have that support and getting through to the next round and like literally writing history.
Yeah, and you've got a holiday now, Noelle. Is it a bit of break time? Is it away with a group of girls and then back to Villa? What's the plan?
Yeah, we went to Ibiza for 4 days with the team. I mean, not with the whole team. 12 of us went, and it was amazing.
Some stories, I'm sure. Plenty of stories.
What happens in Ibiza stays in Ibiza. Listen, it's been an absolute joy to watch Switzerland be the backdrop of this tournament. You know many of the Lionesses. You play with them, some of them currently now as well. I mean, what was your reaction to that win last night?
Yeah, no, I was at the game myself, and it was nice to witness the whole atmosphere as a spectator. I mean, it was like all the fans were incredible. The atmosphere was great. The game. I mean, I kind of did feel for Spain because I mean, I think they played well. I mean, like the Spanish team has been the last few years. Their possession is always, I think, over 70%, but I feel like they just couldn't finish it off. And I mean, huge credit to England for just keeping on going and having that grit to fight back. And I think you just saw in every action that they had that belief that they would win and that they would turn it around. And then obviously, I think when the penalty shootout came, I was like, oh, England's gonna win this 100%. They just have that class, and they have that, I don't know, they have that special something in those moments to just always perform and get everything out of it. So yeah, I mean, huge congratulations. It's well deserved. I mean, they fought themselves throughout this tournament and showed that they're at the top.
Yeah, very well said. Noelle Maritz from Switzerland. Thank you so much. Well done for inspiring your country and a nation of youngsters. And good luck for the season ahead. It'll be nice to see you back here. I feel sad, Rush, that it's all over.
Yeah, it's crazy. It was like literally just starting and then it's done.
England's defeat against France feels like years ago. It feels like it weirdly like it never happened. For you, what has been your standout moment of this tournament?
I don't know. That's a tough one. I'm not sure. I'm never good at this stuff when I'm put on the spot because there's so much that's happened, so many amazing moments, like on the pitch, off the pitch. So I'm not sure. But I'm just going to say one thing I'll say is maybe the attendance. I think that's just amazing because it shows you like it's not stopping, it's not slowing down. There'll be people out there chipping in, putting in their bit, but women's football's only going one way, and it's forward, it's growing, and it's the future.
No, well said. I mean, it's funny the reaction this morning. I've been listening around to some radio stations. I was on early breakfast this morning at talkSPORT. The amount of guys phoning up, you know, it is the trolls who have the loudest voice. You know, they take a lot of, they gather a lot of momentum and they make it sound really, really loud. But they've been drowned out this morning, and that's been just an absolute pleasure to have the amount of people, men, women, boys, girls, good people just celebrating a good thing that's happened, you know. And if you want to use your opportunity to, I don't know, talk about standards, the price of tickets, it not being the same as the men's game, and you want to go down that road, crack on, man. You know, you're going down a dead end. We're on the open road, the future, going one way, and it's an absolute joy to be part of it. And do you know what, Ru? I credit people like you. You know, I love. Me?
What I will say, controversial, unpopular opinion here.
No, you're going to slam England now.
These Lionesses die, and when I die, we're talking about legacy. No, don't be remembering what they won. It'll be the banter that's remembered. So I'll come up trumps then.
My standout moment at the tournament, you've already spoke about your standout player being Chloe Kelly.
Yeah, I think I need to give it.
I'm going to give my standout moment / kind of gets in there as player is Michelle Adjumang. Us two watching the game against Italy, they're nearly out. The substitution happens. Finally, Serena's like, well, getting a bit close to full time now, might make a change. In comes Adjumang. And again, as Leanne mentioned it there earlier on, she changes things another level. You know, for people like us, you know, we're not people of colour. We've never been oppressed. We've never had to go through that. And then for young girls of colour to see people like her shine, like absolutely shine, and as they're saying, save the nation, like her name Adjumang is. Honestly, just think that for me, that moment, watching it with you, our celebration, I went full like.
What do you mean our celebration?
You were like,
I was like, for sake, not again. That's not celebrating. Let's just get that right. I was not celebrating. You were celebrating.
Yeah, I just thought it was unbelievable, and she did it a couple of times this tournament. You know,
no, great moment for her.
Brilliant.
Great moment for her family. Like we spoke about earlier on, her life has changed. As is everyone else, even more. So yeah, but I think she's surrounded by. She's got a great support network, and I think she'll keep her head down, keep working hard, and she's going to be quite humble about it. And now, basically, she'll be at Arsenal this season, and I'm sure we'll see her banging in a few goals alongside Russo.
And like you say, Alessia Russo getting that moment in the final to level things, and a very well taken goal was absolutely
because she puts
amazing.
in the hard work. She does a lot of hard work. Like we spoke about, maybe we don't think she's like an out-and-out 9 because she's not, but to score that moment in the box with her head, great header, takes it so well, and she's worked her backside off all tournament. So it's nice to see her reap the rewards.
Other players we should focus on from the tournament just gone by. Obviously, we've spoken about Hannah Hampton, we've spoken about Lucy Bronze. Keira Walsh, does she go under the radar again? I'm going to throw Lauren Hemp out there. That girl's energy is unmatched. She must have like no... Like,
but I think you look at them all, they've all played so many minutes. Like, they've played a lot of football, a lot of minutes in such a short space of time.
And what is that?
Was it 3 times?
8 games or 9 games they've gone extra time?
What?
They've went to extra time in 8 days.
9
days.
How many games? They played like something like 3 extra times. So all like very close together. So that's pretty mental. And for them to just shows like how well they look after themselves. What a great team they've got around them. I think stuff like that, when teams win, like things might go unnoticed. I think you've got to give credit to England and the FA and the backroom staff for all doing their part. That's like sports science, physios, doctors, psychs, whoever it is, chefs, all that. Like, that is a total team effort, and for them to do that and then do it again, it shows that they've obviously got a special group, and everyone in that is probably very good at what they do.
Yeah, absolutely. As we come to the close of another major tournament, what do you think happens next? World Cup, 2 years' time. I mean, where's women's football going to be?
By the way, that's going to be amazing. You're hoping like that them, like you've got the US and Emma Hayes and stuff like that, and you're going, well, I'm pretty sure she'll be there because she'll be going all out to win something
the Emma Hayes
like
derby,
that now.
maybe
She'll
that
be
final.
going,
yeah.
You're going, will Serena stay? Or will she go, yeah, no, I've done my bit. But I feel like she'll stay because I just feel like, where do they go that's going to be better right now? It's literally the US and England that are the top dogs. They're investing, they want to do things right. I think if you go anywhere else, they're going to be fighting to go, no, this needs to change, this needs to change.
Yeah.
You could argue Spain, but again, Spain, the women's players in Spain are constantly still fighting for things to be better. So I think you'll see Serena staying at England. Leanne touching on people retiring. I just think some of them will go, no, I want more of it.
Yeah.
I want more.
Must be a lot
And
of
I think
drug
you'll
when
be
you're winning that
looking
much.
If you look at the age, what is Lucy Bronze one of the oldest right now? So what is she, maybe 33, 32, 33? And I think she's a fit girl unless her knees or whatever are giving her baller. But I think she'll find a way to be there or be abouts. I don't know who's challenging Lucy Bronze right now to be starting. Yes, I'm sure there's a good few players, but right now she's still at the top of the pile. So I think the Lionesses will still quietly march on, and well, not quietly, quite a lot of noise behind them now, but I think it's going to be a major tournament. It's going to be the US and England that are chapping at the door again.
Absolutely. The fact that they've beaten Spain in that fashion shows that they can beat anyone on their day when they're focused and they're ready to do it. And it doesn't happen easily. They're better with adversity. They're better when the pressure is on them. A bit like Arsenal women, actually, to be fair, in that Champions League final.
What's mental is watching England and like how they've not been popping teams. Like they've not been like how you've maybe seen England before. They have not been popping, but it's just this never say
Winning
die,
mentality,
and they
yeah.
just keep going, and it's like almost like the last 10 minutes, like, oh, right, come on.
Yeah.
And then it's like the opposition start to retreat and they're under pressure and they don't know how to soak up the pressure, and then England just boom, there's a wee goal there, here's a tap in, whatever. Anyway, credit to England. Resilient mentality monsters, credit to them. They obviously believed within their camp. And I don't care what you say, I do think, Leanne touched on that too. Doesn't matter who was in, who was playing, like they believed. So like maybe, I think if Mary Earps was in, England would still win. I think if Millie Bright was playing, England would still be in this situation.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of that's the way they are right now.
Yeah, it's the environment they're in. They're all in that winning environment, and they all know their jobs given to them. And whether you doubt the selection, the starting 11, or who you would rather be there or not, either way, whoever's there gets the job done. And then they've gone on to do that all tournament. From that shock defeat in the opening game against France, wasn't much of a shock. Actually, to be fair, they probably should have come away from a point in that game, because that was never offside. Feels like a long, long time ago.
Wrap it up, man.
It feels like a long time ago,
You'll
doesn't
be
it?
at the parade, you'll be chapping it down the street door, let me in!
We're going on holiday tomorrow morning, therefore we will not be at the parade. But if you're going, enjoy every single minute of it. Rue, where are you going next season?
I don't know. I'm going to
called you
tap
yet?
up some of these young Lionesses and ask them for a loan.
Don't tap up, youngsters.
I'll be like, excuse me, can you lend me a few quid? I'm skint.
This is true.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, go for a really rich one.
I've got no one. I'm going to start a 5-side team. No one wants the Rue. No one wants me. No, I could be Fat Rue, bring back Fat Rue. Nobody wants her.
Fat Rue used to bang in the
Yeah,
goals.
I know.
Fat Rue would give Adjumang a run for her money.
I would. Nobody could get round me. I'd just be pinning players, setting, lay, chipping in my wee goal here and there. But yeah, no, I don't know what it's looking like for me right now. So it could be full-time. Full-time with you on the pods, but
Don't say that.
maybe if somebody's desperate last minute, they might come in.
Okay.
I'm not that bad.
Gosh. Well, she is available, everyone. We hate to end on this note. If you're a GM, please get in the comments, preferably a championship club or WSL club. We would happily settle with that if the price is right. Well done. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you maybe in a few weeks. Bye!